Well, guys, it's 2023, and unfortunately, slavery is not over with yet. I'll get more into detail when I'm home and defuse a little bit about what I saw in the movie, Sound of Freedom. Can you imagine? More people enslaved now than at any time in history. But it always be debatable because now at least people keeping records. And before, maybe not as much, or maybe we didn't look in the right places yet. Let's just talk about today and what I saw today and what story I'll tell as a storyteller. The call to action. What will you do? I'm working on it. Sometimes people will manipulate you, trying to make you feel special, telling you how cute you are, or how cute your kids are. Beware, y'all. Sometimes it may get you captured. You may either get scammed by somebody, whether it's a love scam, when you think somebody sees something in you that was in you back in the day and it's no longer there for real, or you think that your kids will lead you on the road to success because they so cute and special. They could be little models. Beware, y'all. There's no such thing as a quick road to riches. It's only a way to capture you like your prey. So be careful, guys. Just say no to quick money. Slowly by slowly. That's something I learned in the Gambia. Slowly by slowly. Meaning pay as you go. You learn to live within your means, like my mama taught me. I think it's better for all of us, y'all. Well, guys, back at home, I had a little salad, and now I'm ready to talk about how I feel about the Sound of Freedom movie. When I first went there, I actually thought I was going to see something different than what I saw. I knew what the movie was about, but I thought it was going to be about more than just a small group of people. I thought it was going to try to show the broader picture. But sometimes when you're doing storytelling, y'all, less is best. So they decided to focus on two little kids without me telling the whole story, because I actually think that you should watch the movie. Right now I'm just telling y'all my response to what I saw. The first thing that caught my eye was that out of a whole full theater, I could easily see that I was different from anybody else in my role physically at the movie, I was like in row C, seat F. So I guess you do get odd seating when you're coming by yourself, because a lot of the other people actually came as a group to see the movie. And y'all, I ain't gonna lie, when I watch movies in the United States, it's a different experience than Africa. People will actually watch a scene where I'm like cringing and I'm screaming like, oh, or no, or But y'all, everybody else in the movie was like silent. You could hear a pin drop And I was like, are they seeing what I'm seeing? But to not respond to a dramatic scene is just strange, but not. I remember watching movies in Nigeria, and when I screamed, the whole theater was screaming at the same time, y'all. And when I was covering my mouth, somebody else was covering their mouth. So it was more of a group experience. But this was like a re-culture shock on people not responding much during the movie until the end of the movie. And then everybody will be, amen, and clapping their hands or something. Like they was watching a stage play. It was only a movie, y'all. But it was about child enslavement. Yeah, child enslavement in 2023. Terrible, right? And unfortunately, it can happen anywhere in the world, whether it's developing or developed. They said a lot of it happens right here in the USA. So all I can say is compliments are not necessarily a good thing, because sometimes people are just fishing. That's all. They're fishing. They're giving you the bait, and the bait is a compliment. Whether the compliment is about you or about your children or your grandchildren, sometimes a compliment is not just a compliment. Sometimes people are trying to manipulate you when they give you a compliment. I'll compliment you on your family member. So I've gotten heartened to some compliments, y'all, whether they like, oh, you pretty, you're beautiful, or whatever. I just say thanks to my parents. Or if I say anything else, I'll just say thank you with a happy face and let it go. Because it doesn't matter what somebody else thinks of me. It's how I think of me, and I judge myself from the inside. When I wear the outside, it's just expressions so people will know that I love me. I love wearing my African attire because it's saying, I love me and I love where I came from. And I'm talking about from way, way back, y'all. Not saying that I'm ashamed of the rest of the mixture, the admixture, but the rest of the admixture wasn't voluntary, so nothing to brag about, okay? So, nothing to brag about. But the Africa part, yeah, I brag about it. And I know that people have other things to say, but we'll leave that be something for stories for other days. Let's get back to the Sound of Freedom. Yeah, the man named what he was doing, Underground Railroad, when he was going to get the kids. But they didn't mention that in the movie, y'all. They really just focused on the lives of 2 children and a family. They didn't really develop the children's father in the movie, which I thought was strange, because they got the children from the father and they returned the children, but you didn't know what the father did for a living and why would he respond the way he responded to the compliment. You know, you didn't know what kind of money he made, what kind of educational background he had. But then again, y'all, I wasn't spending my money making a movie. When you're telling a story, it depends on who's financing it. Like they say, when the lion tells his story, it's going to be different than when the hunter tells his story. So that's what happened, y'all. So I just thought it was interesting. And even when they finished the movie and it was telling you about what was going on. They kind of wrapped it up in a neat bow, and it was a sanitized version of child slavery, which I actually appreciated, because I didn't actually need to see the awful things happening to know that the awful things did happen. But it was wrapped in a little bow of God's children should not be sold. And y'all, when I saw that or heard it the first time, I was saying, well, unfortunately, they are being sold, and they have been sold. That's why I even find it hard to celebrate any 19th of June, because I feel like no one should have ever been sold, and that it's not that big a deal to be celebrating freedom, because it's our right. We born free. As a human being, we should always be free. And it doesn't matter if anybody so-called calls it legal. There's no such thing as legalizing the enslavement of another human being. It's just if somebody has the power to make words together and call it a law, that the majority of the people go with. And that's another thing that I thought of after I saw the movie. It's about people doing awful things, but as long as it's wrapped up in a pretty bow, it may keep happening. Some of the people that you think of as nice people, as long as they dressed up in fancy clothes, designer clothes, and have fancy cars, you may never believe on the evil that they did, or find a reason to excuse it. Can you imagine they showing that it was a former beauty queen that was going out recruiting the poor little children in the first place? And y'all, it doesn't have to be a beauty queen. I remember when I was a little teenager at the 579 shop, I was going there to just shop for clothes, looking for the sales, y'all, in-season sales. And a woman walked up to me and said, "Oh, you so cute. You got a cute little shape. You need to be a model." And she gave me her card where I could call her and go and see if she could help me in modeling. But I didn't really take the bait, y'all, because I just thought about it for a while, and I was like, I am not 5'7" or 5'9". I'm not the right height for a model. What does she want? Even though I wasn't thinking of no trafficking at the time, thinking she might be a madam. I just thought that it didn't make sense, especially not back in the day when little chocolate girls was not models. So maybe I missed the bullet, y'all. All I can say in general is be careful, watch your children, and your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, whatever, no matter where they are in the world, y'all. Don't just say, oh, it's safe. They can go outside and play. No, it's not. If they're inside of the yard where you are, you still could be outside chilling while they outside playing. And if you're going to have them going up and down the road, you need to be going up and down the road behind them. Because if somebody drive by and pick them up, you're going to be mad at the country that you're in, whether you're visiting or relocated, because something happened to your child and you thought that you were safe. You had a false sense of safety. Because according to the movie, y'all, it could happen anywhere. So it's just be extra safe, be extra cautious. Do not bring your children somewhere and just drop them off. No matter if they say pick them up later. If you don't know those people, do not leave your kids with these people. I don't care who they are. I don't care how good they look. If you can't stay there during the audition, don't go. I thought it was funny how some people send their kids traveling when they performing artists without them. And they like 14 years old and 15 years old. I don't understand some people, y'all. Just trust their kids to people who take advantage of the children. Once they dress them up and put makeup on them, they imagine those kids to be grown, y'all. They don't care how young they are. They just see them as grown, and they'll do awful things to them sometimes. We have to protect our youth, y'all. At the end of the movie, they showed a barcode for people to donate to the movie as a pay it forward, where you give money so people who can't afford to go see the movie can see the movie. And they started off as, I think, 5 people for $75, y'all. And what I got from that is the ask. That if you truly believe in what you're doing, you're going to ask and ask and ask again. And you know, whenever I'm thinking about stuff like that, y'all that watch me, I thought about HYBASIA. I'm like, you know, I got to start sharing my barcode too. Because I have all the links in the description where people can contact. But I need to start leaving the barcode at the end. And y'all can just scan it, click it, and deposit. Here I was asking 5 on it, and they asking 75 on it. Y'all, I'm thinking too small. It don't take me forever to get to 7,000 to build that. The first house at the Food Forest at this point. Because I thought I was going to get the money from my YouTube channel. But I don't know if I'm shadow banned or if people just don't want to hear any good news. Or I hear you speak past 1 minute. I don't know, y'all. But it's not happening right now. And I haven't won the lottery. So I'm having my barcode right after this video. And y'all can just scan it into your phone and click that little button, and it's take you right to where you can donate. I would love to say 75, but put 5 on it at least, y'all. Come on, help us get our first house built at the Food Forest. It's going to be an eco-friendly, round duplex. So the land manager / security person can be on one side, I'm on the other side when I'm there, and when I'm not there, one of the other team members will be there, so the poor monkeys can get conditioned to not mess with any of the food other than what we giving them, like peanuts. They're gonna be eating monkey bread from the monkey bread trees, and gonna have some banana trees that's just for them, the taller banana trees. But we'll be keeping them away from the short bananas, because the short ones are for us to harvest and eat some and sell the rest. We're gonna be practicing permaculture economics. But it's a slowly by slowly thing, y'all. We practice what we preach. Not overnight success. Not overnight success. Because we have to be sustainable. Because remember, when people promise you big things, sometimes they're just trying to compromise you to do what they want to do, one reason or another. Whether it's some weird ideology that you don't believe in, that they're trying to promote, or something that you don't believe in, they're trying to promote. It's a lot of people out there who are subtly trying to do conversion methods on people. They want to convert you to whatever they believe. That's just the way it goes, y'all. So you got to be careful and take care of yourself. Stay strong in what you believe in. Research so you'll make yourself approved. As they say, study to make yourself approved. But I enjoyed studying that movie, y'all. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it at the movie theaters yourself and make up your own judgment. If you can't afford it, maybe you go on their website. They'll have a little section. They'll have a little section for you to click so you can get a free ticket. So anyway, until next time, y'all. Peace, peace, power to the people. I'm out, y'all. My battery getting low. Bye.